Hey, this is Major. Listen, I'm not a professional boxer or a professional mixed martial arts specialist. Major has done a lot in those fields, but I don't consider myself a professional. I consider myself a survivor. So, do all of your own due diligence. Go get some training by a professional. My videos are for informational purposes only. Do not go on the street and punch somebody in the throat after watching one of my videos and say, yo, Major showed me how to do this. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Major coming at you with another kind of cool video. In this video, I was just going to go over a couple of moves because this morning I was working out and I thought about it and I said, I think I just want to show people how to punch, how to strike. You know, in a self-defense situation, if you don't know how to strike correctly, you could break your hand. You might not be effective at all on your against your opponent. So what I wanted to do was just go over a couple of basic striking fundamentals. And basically, you won't have on these MMA gloves if you was in a situation. So just count those out. You're not gonna have no padding right here. So you want to make sure that when you're striking with your hand, you want to make sure that your knuckles are ending up like this. You want to make sure they're ending up on your subject right here. You don't want to use this front two. You really want to hit the top of your knuckles on your opponent's body or face, okay? Because you don't want to hurt or injure yourself. That's step number one. Step number two, if you're right-handed, you're going to make sure when you square up to somebody, and you can't see my feet right now, but when you square up to somebody, you want to make sure your left foot is forward if you're right-handed. If you're lefty, you're going to right foot forward, and then your left hand is right here. Now, the most important thing about striking is pivoting your hips, using your hips to punch. Most people kind of just punch with their arms. You don't want to rely upon just your arm strength, especially if you're a woman. You don't want to rely upon your arm strength to strike your opponent. You want to rely upon your whole body weight. At least like 60-70% of your body weight is what you want to extend through your punch and then strike your opponent with. So, see, if I'm a right-handed puncher, you can't see my feet, but I want you to watch right here on my hips, okay? Watch my hips, watch my movement here. When you punch, you want to make sure that you're using your hips. So my foot is pointed out and down to the ground. My toe is down on the floor right now. When I come back, my foot goes back flat. On another video, I'll have somebody video me and show you the foot movement to go with the hip, okay? But right now, for this video, this quick video, I'm just gonna show you the hip movement. We'll just isolate it to here, okay? So, I'm right-handed. I got my left hand up at all times. My chin is down. I don't wanna be sitting here punching, doing like this, okay? Because somebody's gonna hit me right here and knock my lights out. So I want my chin down. You know, y'all ever see Floyd Mayweather fight? He'll turn like this with his shoulder blocking his chin. That's kind of like his move right there. Okay, so he'll hold his hands like this, but you're not him. I'm just letting you know. You're not quick as he is. You don't train like he does probably. So don't try this in a fight unless you've been training how to use it. But he'll turn his body like this so he can avoid those punches and make himself a smaller target. And then he comes back with his punch. But for me and you, not training every single day in boxing fundamentals, you just need to know how to punch and turn your hip right now. So basically, I'm here, and when the punch gets ready to come, my right hand, I'll turn my hip. See that? I'm turning, you can almost see my buttocks right here. So I'm turning my hip and extending my body weight through the punch, as opposed to just punching like this. Okay, that might hurt somebody or stun somebody too, but I want to use as least amount of actions to take my opponent out in the quickest amount of time. I do not want to be sitting here throwing punches with you all day. What I want to do is 1, 2. You see how my hip move on my jab? This is a jab. My hip is going to move with the jab so I can put the power into it. Then when I come back with that right cross, I turn my hip the other way and then boom. So it's like pop, pop, okay? Pop, pop. All right, pop, 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 pop. So I'm putting my body weight through the punch and then I'm coming back with it the other way. So that's just a quick 1, 2, 3 basic format fundamentals on your punches. We call it striking. So on another video, I'll add in some blocks. We'll add in a couple of more moves. We'll get into some kicks. You know, we'll get into a little MMA, basic fundamentals. I won't get into any jiu-jitsu stuff because I don't have the space in here to show you. But if I get to that point, I'll go somewhere and we'll film it there so you can see some movements on the floor. And if you end up on the ground, what you might want to do. But remember this, on your strikes, your hands are up. You got that left hand slightly above your face so you can block those punches. And you got to learn how to block both arms, block punches here. If they get body shots, you know, I got dropped down like that. Face, I'm here. Okay, I even, you know, I can use my elbow to block too and break somebody's knuckles, you know, and then bah. But for the basic fundamentals, we want to make sure when we're striking, we're turning the hips so we can put some power into the punch. That's what I wanted to show you today. I hope this information helps you a little bit. Get in a mirror somewhere and practice your punches, turning your hips, okay? Turning your hips into the punch. See my hip turn? Bam, there's my jab, power. Now I come back with the right cross. Bam, just like that. Practice that, 1, 2. 1, 2, okay? With the hip turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Practice that over and over. And then once you get that down, then we'll add on some more steps. But yo, this is Major with a quick, fun video on striking. I hope this information helps you a little bit. We'll add some more to it tomorrow. Check out that Major motivation that I sent this morning on the community, on my channel. It says community. And check that out. And then from there, let's roll out today. And let's keep those hands up. Keep your guard up at all times. And let's keep punching. Come out every day punching, y'all. This is Major signing off for another kind of cool video. Peace.